大家好 ，Hi everyone。今天是4月16号，星期四。Today is April the 16th. Today is a Thursday. 今天你好吗？ How are you today? I wish you have a great day. Today we're going to first begin by watching a cute little panda video. Afterwards, we're going to go over some Chinese sentence, and then we're going to still work on our nearparts. Nearparts is something you can do with your own pace. So now we're going to go to the panda, cute panda video. Now we're coming back to our class. I hope you enjoy the panda view, the panda beautiful show. Every day, if I find something interesting to watch, fun to watch, I'm going to upload it to my teaching video as well. Hope you enjoy them. So we're going to work on the new words of 第6课. The first word is 住. 住 means live, at, reside. 我住在 La Crosse. I live at La Crosse. Now we're going to look at 在. This 在 has a radical. I call this radical division sign radical. It's like a mass division sign, right? And then inside you can see soil or earth radical. This is 在. 在 means in, on, at. In this lesson, we connect 住 and 在 together. We say 我住在 La Crosse. 我住在 Unalaska. 我住在Caledonia. Now, next one, 哪. 哪 means which, what. When you are looking at 哪, you see 3 parts. This is mouse. It's just a fancy way of making this mouse. It's just a plain mouse. The middle part is not moon. It looks like a moon, but it's not. Actually, you write it this way. So the first stroke in the middle is actually this hook. Then you add 2 lines. Then you make a slash. On the right is ear. I guess when you are asking which or what questions, you need mouth as well as ear, but I cannot decide for the middle part. So this is 哪. 哪 means which and then what. In this lesson, we are connecting 哪 and 儿. 儿 by itself, the core meaning is children, child, son. In this lesson, it is part of a phrase called where. Chinese language tends to use like multiple syllables, 2 syllables or 2 characters to make a phrase. Phrase in Chinese language is the very basic meaning for unit. A single word has only one core meaning. The meaning is not really that specific unless some very limited words, they can have some very specific meaning. But most of the single character word, the meaning is kind of evasive. It just has a basic meaning. Now we're coming to next one, 哪儿. Wow, we have this phrase coming out. 哪儿 means where. Remember, in English, you put where at the beginning of the sentence. In Chinese, where is always put at its supposed to be place in a sentence. For example, if you want to ask where do you live, in Chinese it should be you live at where. It's just like the same order as a statement, but where is supposed to be at a place where you are talking about the place you live. 中 has a middle slash. You can see that's how you remember that. A rectangle and then a slash. 国 has the king and then a dot. This dot is the little piece of jade, and then it has enclosure protecting this piece of jade. 中国 means China. So the meaning of 中国, if you want to really explore the meaning of this name, it means the Middle Kingdom. 中国人 means Chinese people. You just put 人 behind the country name. It's becoming nationality. 北 is north. And then I can see two little people actually. If you add a circle on top of there, it's like one person was sitting with back this way, face this way. If you add another head, then you can see another person is sitting with face that way, back this way. And then actually in Chinese, if you want to say back, it's also 背. That's how I try to imagine there are two persons, they are back to back, two persons sitting back to back. But this character, it is actually a direction character. It means north. Think of an arrow over there, okay? Now we're coming to 京. 京 means capital. That's the core meaning. The capital of China is called Beijing. Beijing, if you want to explore the meaning of the phrase, you get North capital, which is true because in Chinese history, there are a couple of cities which has been used as capital, and this one is pretty north. So this particular city is called Beijing. 上 means above, previous, attend. This word is really very active. When it's pairing up with another phrase, with another word, make a phrase, then the meaning is very clear. Otherwise, by itself, you can say it's either up or previous or attend. And then it can also be going to. So by itself, the meaning is not specific. Now, when it's combining with this character is 海. 海 means sea and ocean. This is the core meaning. This character, the meaning is a kind of specific. It is sea. When 上 and 海 are together, it is just indicating Shanghai. Very clear. It is Shanghai, the Chinese city. Now we're coming to 西. 西 means west. It's a direction word. So apart from it's a direction word, it can combine with other words and making a meaningful unit. So We're going to go to next one. An in Chinese, the core meaning is safety, safe, peaceful, security. It is an. Now we're coming to a phrase. This phrase is Xi'an. If you want to find out the meaning of this phrase, it's Western peace. But in China, this particular Western peace is actually a city name. It's Xi'an, the terracotta warrior soldiers' place, Xi'an. Ben means root. Do you see a tree? The tree at the bottom has a cut or a slash. So this bottom part is root. It's pronounced as ben. 日本 日本 is Japan. 日 means sun, 本 means root. But we don't say the country is sun root. We just call the country 日本. 日本, that's Japan, okay? It has no other meaning. If you want to explore the meaning of this particular country name, it's ridiculous, sun and root, right? Like China, you can say Middle Kingdom, but not this particular name. It's just called Japan, 日本. Now, with the same rule, we are adding 人 behind 日本. It's becoming Japanese people. There is no exception when you are talking about a certain country people, a nationality. It is always the country name, and then you add 人. So pretty easy. 香 is fragrant, smells good. This is the basic meaning. If you look at this word, there is crop on the top, radical crop. There is sun at the bottom. So under the sunshine, the crop gives out a wave of fragrance. Isn't that beautiful? And you can say our rice is very fragrant. Now we're coming to gang. Gang means harbor. That's the core meaning. And actually, this core meaning is pretty specific. When you see this, you know it is gang. It is difficult to remember this word. I usually remember it this way. There are 3 drops of water. Port should be connected to water, right? And this part, I imagine it as a certain ship house. The ship house has a big opening. And then underneath there is a tree, or there is a ship resting, not a tree. There is a ship resting. The ship is going to go inside this particular boathouse or ship house. That's how I remember. You probably have a better way of remembering that. Now we're coming to a city name, which is Xianggang. Xianggang. Yeah, this city name has some meaning. Fragrance Harbor. But we don't call that city Fragrance Harbor. We just call it Hong Kong, okay? So the meaning of this particular place is a very good harbor, but we still just call this city Hong Kong. Hong Kong is Xianggang. Hong Kong is Xianggang. Now we're coming to the next 3 slides. 那国人, this is a chunk. You couldn't separate these 3 words, okay? When you ask a person's nationality, you simply use these 3 words. Then before these 3 words, you can add 你是, you are. 你是哪国人? You are 哪国人? Look at the location of this question. It's still at the end of the sentence. 你是哪国人? It's not what nationality 是你. It is 你是 what nationality, right? 你是哪国人? Think of the Chinese language rule. When you are doing sentence, it doesn't matter whether it is statement or question. There is no change in phrase order or word order. they are supposed to be at their original place, even if it's a question. The exception is if it's a question, then at its place it is a question word. If it's a statement, then at its place it's a key answer word. So, 你是哪国人? You are what nationality? Then you can answer by 我是美国人. I am America. 美国 It is United States. It's the country name. Then if you want to say I am American citizen, I am American national, you need to add 人. You couldn't forget this 人 at all. Otherwise, you are just talking about a country. You have to add 人, then it's converted into a national, a citizen, a nationality, people. So you can answer the question, 你是哪国人? With the answer, 我是, imagine there are two characters invisible. 我是美国人. So all of us are 美国人. 美国人. 我们 we, 我们是美国人. Now we're looking at 美国, right? 美国. If you look at this 美, it's made up of two parts. Sheep on the top, a beautiful sheep. Underneath is big, a big sheep. Two radicals, sheep and big. Sheep is big. Make up the Chinese character beautiful, 美. 美 by itself means beautiful, okay? So if you want to find the specific meaning of United States name in Chinese, 美国, it means a beautiful country. So remember, China is a middle kingdom. United States is a beautiful country. Now this is just the map of China. I'm going to stop here. We will see. Do we have any time left? I guess we are going to stop here today. So I wish you enjoy today's Panda Show. And then keep an eye on the coming Nearpod activity assignment. 谢谢. By the way, when you are doing Nearpod, you need to use Google or Chrome as your browser. It's some function of Safari is not supportive to Nearpod, so use Google Chrome. Thank you. 再见，谢谢。